But there were some snubs from the list this year. Some would say, um, of those snubs, I think that Dwight Howard was the biggest one. I don't really care how you feel
I
about
agree.
him. I don't care if you don't like his game. If you just look at what he did, he was the Orlando Magic haven't been the same since he left. Arguably the best center of his generation. And there's not much argument, if we're being honest. He's the best center of his generation, arguably one of the best defensive centers of all time. Uh, there's no way in hell Dame Lillard makes this list. Anthony Street Clothes
Davis.
Davis makes this list, and Dwight Howard gets left off of it.
Rumor is that's why they got to scuffling in that second game of the season, that it was over that. Nah, I'm kidding. But
I believe it.
But no, it's funny. Me and Evan had put something up on Instagram on Sunday night. Shout outs to Evan. And I had replied to it because basically the tweet was that T-Mac was the biggest snub. And I said, I agree that T-Mac probably should have been on it. I said, I can't speak for a lot of those 60s and 70s players. I said, but the biggest snub was obviously Dwight Howard. I said, T-Mac was hurt a lot. I feel like that hurt him literally from being a lock on the list. I said, Dwight Howard, no excuse. 3-time defensive player of the year, a generation's best center, doesn't make it. How does that happen? He's a 9-time All-Star. He's like all NBA first team like 5 times, and then he's on the second and third like 3 other times too. How does he not make it? He was the best player on a team that went to the finals. He ran into Kobe. He had to play LeBron and the Celtics every year, being the best player on his team. Like I went to a fucking Hawks playoff game, and obviously he's from Atlanta, or maybe he's from not Atlanta. I would have to double check on that, but I think he's from Atlanta. But if not, he's from not Atlanta. Nonetheless, local kid,
ish.
He plays ish. Plays the Hawks, and I'm there, man. This motherfucker went for like 48 and 24, and I couldn't believe this is in a playoff game.
Bro, was that the game that they were selling
regarding him?
Were those did you go to that game when they were selling tickets outside the cafe at Morehouse?
Was it when he was with Orlando?
Yes.
With Orlando, really?
It was with Orlando. It was your freshman year. They were selling tickets outside the cafe at Morehouse. Dwight went crazy in a playoff game against the Hawks, and I got tickets for like $30 to the Highlight Factory.
We had season tickets, so I was just at the game.
Oh, okay.
We had let me tell you, man, we had season tickets for a long time. But Hawks season tickets are expensive. Like they're more expensive than Falcons tickets.
And
for no good reason.
And who wants to go to all those damn games?
You can't. There would be nights where we would want to give them away and we couldn't give them away. I mean, it's just too many games. I mean, if you live where I live now, sure, it's easy to kind of just walk there and do it. But
who wants to, like, sometimes, dog, it's Wednesday, man. What I'm not really trying to do is be at a game, having drinks, and like having to get back to my life in the morning.
Eating food that's not good for you, every other day.
So let's get to the guys who we will put on the top 100, because I don't want to dwell on the snubs too much, because I think it is disrespectful to the guys who made the list, even though I just kicked Dame Lillard off the list. I just think we should dwell on, on the positive side of the house.